Timothy at Schneeberg's Gaming and more. Today we are playing MLB 18 the show again. And in the background, you hear my other little game on my phone. I'm turning that off so I don't get any of that in the background. This is the Milwaukee series. I am on the San Diego Padres. I'm going up against Milwaukee right now. See if they can do better in this than they did with the Dodgers. It's going to increase.
Top players become great players by continuing to think of themselves as developing players.
Let's take them out at Miller Park. I don't know, this might be a really interesting game. That guy's pretty interesting. We're first in everything except, I believe SB is stolen bases. That's okay. We have to steal bases to
Milwaukee,
be
Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at Miller Park. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Marcus Stroman gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Coming to the plate now, Timothy Berg. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
It's even better.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gone!
Yeah!
To lead off the inning.
Yeah.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Sorry, that other sound you hear in the background is my fan. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in, Timothy Berg. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Pulled toward right center field.
Creep.
Santana moving in. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now batting, Timothy Berg. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there. And that's the second out of the inning. Next for Milwaukee, Louis Barnard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 3 runs already home here.
Just so you know, it's not the current roster playing for the Brewers, so don't yell at me about that. Like, we're
high in the air down the right
this is
field
MLB
line.
18, but I've been playing this for a
chase.
while.
But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first.
Comes out. I'm so excited.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Jose Peraza. It was a walk in his last trip. 2-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Berg has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate, and he will beat the throw safe at home plate, and it's now a 3-run lead at 7-4.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
And you tried. That's all that matters, you know.
Leading off the inning, Timothy Berg, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
We got it. All right. Just got to do the same.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today. Great stuff to close out that game. You better hang on to that baseball because it's a special one. That's career save number 200. Definitely a nice milestone.
7-5 tonight's final. Milwaukee with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Marcus Stroman earns his team-leading 11th win. Number 54 permitted 6 earned runs to come across.
For the next one.
Wednesday night baseball now from Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Dang it, I should have just left it play.
Stepping into the box, Timothy Berg. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Ranging back is Herrera. Gone to lead off the inning.
Yay.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Into the box, Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. Skied into straightaway right. Berg is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Timothy Berg. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. Standing in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Get Weekly back to the mound. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in Carlos Asuaje as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. Ready once again, Timothy Berg. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Schoop onto the grass. And that ends the inning. Padres leave one, and it remains a... Now to the plate, the pitcher, Freddie Peralta. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
One out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Berg is there, 2 down. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Digging in, Timothy Berg, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Belted out toward deep center field. Herrera is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Brewers 5 and the Friars.
Crap.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Milwaukee Brewers sent.
They're gonna be a series
Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park.
It doesn't affect my thing. We're still the #1 team in the
Digging
North
in now, Timothy Berg. Watches fully in effect
West
these days as he's
Division, I believe
potentially
that is.
closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that.
Crap.
Digging in, Jose Peraza. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late.
Turn around.
1-2. Hit in the air out to right. Berg has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers. Digging in now for San Diego, Timothy Berg, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Berg is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
These are the stats.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Padres on top, 1-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Berg is there, and he'll bring this one in. So digging in now, Domingo Santana comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Berg ranging forward. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now with the play, Timothy Berg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Hope has a play. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Timothy Berg. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate. I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Schoop will look this one in, and there are two away now. Now at the plate, Carlos Suarez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Both teams with 6 hits so far. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is stepping up to the plate. Domingo Santana. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of it.
On, he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. The tying run scores. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweep.
Well, Brewers are awesome, yeah. My team, my crew, we had a great October. Let's do it again next year, guys, and let's go to the World Series. This is Schneebers Gaming and more. Out.